So let's jump into the notes list right here. So inside the notes list, we're going to do the following. We know that we are supposed to get some items as props. So we want to get the notes, we want to get the selected note ID, we want to get the on note select, and then we want to get the loading. Now inside here, we want to check if loading is true, and if loading is true, we want to go ahead and return, and we want to return a div with a class name of padding all round of 4 space on the y of 4, and then inside this div we're going to open this up and generate an array. So dot array, like so. We want to get 3 of them so that we can map over them. And the reason why we're mapping over them, we don't need any value returned, so you can return an underscore, but you want the index, which is going to act as our unique key. We can go ahead and return a div with a key of index or I, and this is going to have a class name of space on the y of 2, and then padding all round of 4. And then inside here, once we close it out properly, we're going to be showing a skeleton component from TsbSankara, which we don't yet have. So the skeleton is going to have a class name here of height of 4 and then width of 3/4, like so. So Control J to open this up. Let's go ahead and get the skeleton. Now once we do that, then we can copy the skeleton down. This second one is going to have a height of 3 and a width of 1/2, so 1/2, like so. And then below this skeleton, we're going to have a div with a class name of flex and then gap-2. And we're going to copy this skeleton down. This is going to have a height of 5 and then a width of 12. And then copy this down again. This is now going to have a width of 16. So this is basically the loading state. So as components are loading, I don't know whether I can demonstrate it here, but let's go ahead and just try. Let's try to reload. Okay, so we have an issue. Let's inspect. It says what? Skeleton is not defined. Control spacebar, enter to auto import it, and then reload. There we go. So that is our skeleton, the loading state basically. And then now we're going to go below the loading here. We want to check if there is no note, or this should be notes, or the notes.length is equal to 0. Then we're going to go ahead and return a div here with a class name that says padding all round of 8, text-center, and then text-gray-500, and the text is going to say no notes found. Like so. So save that. Now we should see no notes found because we don't have any notes yet. Now once you do that, then below this we're going to create a function here called format date. So const format date. This is going to be taking the timestamp, and then we're going to go ahead and say try catch block. So try catch, we don't need the error here, but for the catch we're simply going to return unknown because it means that we don't know when it was created. Otherwise we're going to return format distance to now, which is a function that is coming from date fns. This is going to pass in the new date and then pass in the timestamp. And then outside of this, we're going to go ahead and add a method here called add suffix and set this to true. So basically saying that take the current time and then write it out as, if it was 1 hour, then write it out as 1 hour ago. So that is the function for the add suffix. So we need to install datefns so that we have access to this function. So Control J, and then inside here npm install date-fns. And then as that is installing, we can continue to create another function that we need here. The other function is called const truncate content. This is going to be taking the content as well as the max length of the content. This we are going to set it equal to 80 characters. And then if there is no content, then simply return an empty string. Otherwise, we first of all want to remove HTML tags. So remove HTML tags like so, because in our editor, in our text editor, we're going to be able to paste in HTML. So in the preview of the note, we don't want to show the HTML tags. Instead, we want to remove the HTML tags and then show the actual text of the content, or rather of the note. So I'm going to say const plain text is equal to content dot replace, and this is regex. So / and then /g to end it. And then inside here, we're going to have a angle bracket, and then square bracket. I'm going very slowly because regex also confuses me. And then our caret like so, and then close out the angle bracket, and then close out the square bracket, and then asterisk, and then angle bracket. So that's how it is. And then you want to replace this with a string, and then dot trim like so. And then I'm going to say return plain text. So return plain text dot length. Why isn't it giving me this drop down? Okay, so plain text dot length, and check if it is greater than the max length, because if that is true, then you want to return an ellipsis. So I'm going to say plain text dot slice, and we want to slice the first 80 characters, so 0, and then pass in the max length, and the max length in this case is 80 characters. And then we want to add it, we want to go ahead and return plus and then dot 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 at the end of the text. Otherwise, if it is less than 80 characters, then you just want to return the plain text like so. And then now we can begin building out our return. So we're going to turn a div here, and then we're going to map over the nodes. So nodes dot map, and then for every node that we get back, we want to return a button element, now not the component, with the key of node._id from Convex. And then on click, we're going to open up our function here, call on note select, and then pass in node._id. And then the class name for this is going to be dynamic values, so cn like so. Let me remember to import this, by the way. Is it imported? No. Has this finished? Why isn't it giving me the drop down? It's very annoying. So let's just import it manually. So import format distance to now from date-fns like so. Now for our cn here, we're going to go ahead and pass in width-full, padding around of 4, text-left, and then on hover we want bg gray-50, and then transition-colors, and then border-bottom, and then border gray-100. And then outside of this, we want to check for the selected node ID. Check if it is equal to the node._id, because it means that that is the node that you have selected. If that is true, then we want to go ahead and return bg blue-50, and then border-blue-200. And then outside of this, we can close that out. We're going to return, or the inside the button rather, not outside of it. We're going to turn a div with a class name of space on the y of 2, and then we're going to turn an h3 with a class name of font-medium, and then text-base, text gray-900, and then line clamp -1, so that if the heading is more than one line, then it's going to show an ellipsis again. And then instead you're going to return not.title, or if there's no not.title, we want to return untitled like so. Below the h3, we're going to check for not.content, and only when not.content is true, that's when you want to go ahead and return a paragraph here with a class name of text-sm. What is this? Paragraph? Really? Paragraph? Come on, why is it doing that? With a class name of text-sm, and then text gray-600, and then line clamp-2, and then leading-relaxed, like so. And then instead you want to pass in the truncate content function that we created, and then pass in the not.content. And then now below this, we're going to go ahead and return a div with a class name of flex, and then flex-wrap, and then gap-2, and then item-center, and justify-between. And then inside this, we're going to go ahead and return another div with a class name of flex, gap-1, and then flex-wrap. And then we want to check for the node.tags ?.slice, and then get the first 3 tags and then map over them, so dot map, and then return the tag and also get the index. And then now we can return the, oops, what have I done? Outside of this, we should return tag index. Okay, we want to return the badge component, not the badge icon, the badge component from Lucid React. So Control J, and then let's just go ahead and add the badge from Lucid React. And the badge is going to have a key of index, and then a variant of secondary, and then the class name for this is text-sm, or the xs, so extra small, padding on the x of 2, padding on the y of 1, bg-primary /25 as the opacity, text-primary, and then on hover bg text-primary with an opacity of 50. Close that out, and then we're going to render out the tag that we are getting back. So now let's go ahead and auto import this. So Control Spacebar, and see how Lucid React also has an icon called badge. Just make sure you're getting the component from ./UI badge. Fantastic. Now we can save that. We're not going to be able to see anything on the screen because we don't have any notes yet. But once we begin to create them, then we're going to be able to preview that. And we're going to go below the badge right here. We want to check for the note.tags (.length). If the length is greater than 3, and only when the length is greater than 3, that's when we want to render out another badge here with a variant of outline with a class name of text-extra small, padding on the x of 2, padding on the y of 1, border-primary, and then text-primary. And then inside here, we want to render out plus, and then note.tags.length -3. So basically saying that if you have like 5 tags, then it's going to show the first 3 tags, and then it's going to show plus and then 2. I hope that makes sense. So if you have 8 tags, it's going to show the first 3 tags, and then it's going to show plus, and then 8 minus 3 is 5. So it's going to show plus 5. So you're going to have 3 tags plus 5 more tags to be shown. Now below this, and then below this div, we're going to turn a span with a class name of text-extra small, and then text gray-500. And then the text inside here, we're going to be calling the format date function, which we have it somewhere, right? Format date right there. The format date is going to be taking in the note.updated@, because that is the timestamp that we are providing. Remember that the format date function takes in the timestamp. Fantastic. Now we can save that, and we can't see anything just yet, but that's okay because we are going to be building the new note page next.